Life is a winding road of choices and surprises. What happens when it puts up a roadblock and the familiar path feels rocky?
I was retrenched.
I should be able to find a job, but reality hit me quite hard.
It was really a dark time for me.
Do we take the chance to learn again?
My background is graphic design.
And I was working as an aircraft technician.
I got retrenched in 2016. This was at a startup. We have to survive on our funds, and unfortunately our funds ran out. So we were all forced to look for a job afterwards.
My wife was 3 months pregnant when I got retrenched. I didn't have the face to actually face my wife. I feel like I'm obligated to actually be the one who put food on the table for my family.
I feel disappointed in myself that having been on this earth for 40 over years old, I still haven't made something of myself.
The moment when I told my mom, I break down. From the back of that call itself, I can hear my dad was telling me, don't worry, Farhan, you can do it. And that was the first time ever in my life that my dad gave me that inspiration.
So the first thing that came to mind was, how soon can I get a job again? What if my wife also got retrenched? I sent out about 100 applications. Anything to do with graphic design, I thought I have the skills, but none of them came back to me. At that point, I realized that the biggest disadvantage was my age. I was already 46 at the time.
I started to do food delivery for my short-term solution.
I took a taxi driver course, I passed, and I became a taxi driver.
I realized that yes, you can earn that much of money, but there are some perks that is not there.
After 4 or 5 months of driving taxi, I developed numbness in my leg one day. Subsequently, it got more serious. I started to lose feeling in my leg. I got an MRI scan and I was told that I have compressed disc in my lower spine. At that point, it made me reflect that, do I want to do this for the rest of my life?
I chanced upon an academy that I can upskill myself. That's where I got the opportunity to learn software development.
During that call with the counselor, he said, choose a course that when I graduate, the chances of me finding a job after that is much higher. That's why I took up a course in motion graphics design.
After a few years of not going back to school,
It's a bit scary.
when I get into the class, I was quite surprised that a few students that are older than me.
All my classmates were like half my age. I'm like probably the second oldest guy there.
I looked up to them because they actually take up the effort to learn something new.
The course is a 1-year course, full-time.
What I went through was full bootcamp for 3 months, and we had the chance to actually do up our own project.
This is from my school. That's me. Infographics, we were translating data and text into static images. But as a motion designer, I have the extra dimension of animating. So I took the SkillsFuture mid-career support package, which paid for the bulk of my course fee. On top of that, I got like additional support because I was over 40. I only had to pay about 20% out of my own pocket.
The government actually subsidized about 90 to 95% of my course fees, and I only have to pay 5 to 10% using my SkillsFuture credit. The way how we communicate with me and my wife, she always challenged me. If you want to do it, you do it, and then show me. That actually drives me to try and do my best.
Throughout all this, I only have my wife to thank for all her unwavering support, for her belief in me, and also to my daughter. She's like a beacon that I am working towards.
Once I finished the bootcamp, I was actually offered employment by the technology group company. And then when I got the offer, I was really surprised. It's above my expectation. I've been working from home all the way until now. It's been 2 years since.
I took the big step towards unknown territory. The big fear that was like hanging over me is gone.
When I look at my kid, he's always learning new things. It doesn't matter how big it is to people. What matters is what you learn every single day.
I don't think the adage that you can't teach an old dog new tricks holds any water these days, because anybody can learn new skills.